Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Crystalline here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Welcome to another pick a card reading. This pick a card came through as a message from Spirit, a message from your soul about what you're building right now, building your solid foundation, building your dream life, building your career, building your inspired ideas, building whatever you're building upon. This is advice, guidance, reassurance, validation, affirmation to whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, as you're focusing on whatever it is you're building for your future. Building a dream, building. So we have 4 different groups to choose from: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just take a moment, take a nice deep breath, breathe in, exhale, and just feel into each group. Whichever group is calling to your heart the strongest is usually the most poignant message, is what I'm hearing. the most proper message to whatever situation you're experiencing right now. And I will put timestamps in the comments below for all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so grateful for each of you. And with that, let's just get right into it. All right, group number 1. How are all of you amazing, beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what your heart and soul, what the universe, spirit wants you to know. I support myself in making the right choices for me. I am incredibly capable. Whenever I encounter a challenge in my life, I use the experience to learn and grow. So your soul wants you to know that you're making all the right choices for yourself. That the choices you're making, whatever you're feeling inside, it's truly supporting you and in your true authentic nature, who you really are, your foundations, and reminding you that you are so capable of anything you put your heart and soul into. And whenever you encounter a challenge, an obstacle, that you're always willing to learn from it, you're always willing to grow, integrated into your experience as a part of your journey and a part of life. You see the bigger picture, okay? Number 10, unfinished symphony. So I feel like you're really being guided to tie up any loose ends. Well, let me lay them all out here. We have mountain strength, a lot of strength around you right now. We are all connected, number 49. Scrying mirror, projection. We have opportunity here from the angels. We have judgment, the magician, and the dreamer. Knight of mirrors. Isn't this interesting? The mirrors. You're like a divine reflection. You're a beautiful reflection, a beautiful heart and soul. And I love the magician card here with the judgment. What's coming through really strongly right now is this awareness that we're human, right? We're not just spirit. We can never really be perfect in terms of like divine energy. And I say that because we're all perfect just as we are. Like this whole entire life that we live is beyond perfection. It is miraculous. It is so magical and so wild at times. And the magician represents, you know, a manifestation of something new from our imaginations into the physical world, from spirit, from our inspired ideas, our inspired hopes and dreams into the physical world. It's like the awareness too that life is not all fantasy, right? It is very real. It is very raw. It is very human. And a part of being able to embrace what we call divinity or that perfect energy, that template energy, is recognizing that as we embrace it, we're never able to truly bring it into the form that's in our minds. We get very close, or we can try to become very close with it. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter. Spirit wants us to know, like, all that matters is that we're able to create and act on those inspired ideas and to see the perfection in whatever it is we create. You know, never to put ourselves down and be like, oh, it's not good enough, because honestly, it can never be exactly as we see it in our minds, although it's usually amazingly better in real life than we could ever imagine. And I feel like that's one of the biggest messages coming through. It's like, allow yourself to let go of this idea of perfection, allow yourself to let go of judgments, allow yourself to really embrace the creative process, to get messy, to put things together like the magician. You know, the magician has all the elements here that he's working with, you know, not just the earth, but also whatever's happening in our physical lives. Um, and it's like this alchemical process of, you know, it's supposed to be enjoyable and wonderful. And when we are creating and it feels very dense and like there's complications and obstacles and challenges, we, you know, we can feel like we might want to give up on it altogether, or maybe it wasn't right for us. And what I'm feeling, however, is source, spirit, your soul really coming through and saying, don't give up. You know, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your hopes and dreams. Let go of this idea of perfection. Let go of this idea that it has to be a certain way for it to be considered divine or, you know, true to you, authentic to you. There's something here about the scrying mirror, and also, you know, the connection. We are all connected, whether we recognize it or not, whether we are aware of it or not. We are all connected. We're connected in this very spiritual way. Um, and when we focus on the positive aspects, when we focus on the beauty, when we focus on the feeling of the joy of what we're creating, it brings us together very effortlessly. I'm feeling opportunities really open up for you. Like they're kind of like orbiting around you. Like you're the sun and there's all these planets orbiting around you. There are all these opportunities that are orbiting around you. They're very attracted to your energy, very attracted to your creativity, your light, your personality. And you know, even in this card here, I'm seeing like with the dragons and how their bodies are intertwined, and then within that is, you know, everything. You know, it's not just one thing or the other, or it's not like you're here and they're over there. Everything is connected. We're all connected, whether we are able to see it or feel it or not. It's just knowing that we are. And I feel like you're really being guided to give yourself some credit. It's almost like you are a really beautiful person. You really put in a lot of effort to creating a better life for yourself and others. You're very supportive. I feel like you're a very supportive person. Like when someone's feeling down or uninspired, it's very easy for you to be able to lift up their spirits, remind them that they can dream. And I feel like that the universe or your soul, you know, however you relate to it, is also asking for you to do the same for yourself. You're a dreamer. And the Knight of Mirrors, the Knight of Cups, it's not so much about, you know, taking action. It's more like being in action, being in motion, being in love versus just thinking about love. You know, the dreamer isn't just like thinking, you know, about how to implement his plans. Instead, what he's doing is he's dreaming what it would be like to live his, you know, dreams, live his ideas, live his plans. So I feel like right now you're really being guided to get into that mind space, heart space, where you're able to dream and just experience the feelings of what it would be like to do certain things or whatever it is that you're thinking, and that you have all the tools within you to make your dreams come true. Our dreams are very much nurtured by our belief in them, you know, our belief in feeling connected. That is, if we don't feel connected to where we are, if we don't feel connected to ourselves, it's very difficult to realize our dreams. And our dreams, you know, it's like letting go of how things should look, and instead it's about embracing how we want to feel, you know, how we should feel inside. We should feel amazing. It's like, I don't know, I'm feeling this like baking an apple pie. You know, we can go pick some apples off our own apple tree, and every apple is not going to look absolutely perfect like it does in the grocery store, right? It's going to have some bruises, it's going to have maybe a little bug here or there, but we're going to wash them off. We're going to, you know, cut off the pieces that or whatever, and even the bruise spots are sweeter than the rest, right? So we're going to put them all in a big pot and, you know, cook them up a little bit anyways, so they release that natural juice, and we're going to make the pie crust, and it's going to look totally homemade, which to me looks perfect anyways, even more perfect than the so-called perfect version that you buy in a store, right? So I feel like it's like really allowing yourself to shift your perspective to what your idea of perfection is. You know, if you go out and pick apples off your tree and make an apple pie from scratch with your bare hands, that pie is more perfect. It is perfection. Like no one could ever buy one at the store that can even compares to the quality and the energy and the joy and the love that was put into baking that pie. So I feel like there's a lot of shifting going on here with how you're perceiving yourself and others, and really allowing yourself to trust yourself. Like you are supporting yourself and making the right choices for you. And that energy is, it's relatable, right? And people who are connected to you, they can also feel that. So you know, when we feel that belief in ourselves, when we love ourselves the way we wish others would love us, the people we're connected to can feel that, and they are inspired to love themselves even more. When you support yourself, when you don't judge yourself, you give permission to others to do the same. So I feel like you're a very powerful person, and it's like you're becoming aware of your true power and how powerful you are. Do you want to make an impact or a lasting impression? Right? Do you want to inspire yourself and others, or you know, it's like that energy between, you know, inspiring or despising is what I'm hearing. So be really mindful of the energy that you're projecting out towards yourself and others, because that is what's coming back to you. Judgment. We are all connected. It's all about recognizing that, well, whatever we put out into the universe comes back to us. Whatever we, you know, feel towards other people, we also feel about ourselves. So if we don't like the way we feel, you know, with certain things, like if we're judging someone else and they turn around and judge us back, no one ever feels good, right? So it's just recognizing like how we can change or shift the energy, um, and manifest a new way of responding to life, and being that person in our family, within our friends groups, that says, you know what, I am this inspirational person, and instead of allowing it to kind of like rustle your feathers, you're embracing them. You know, you're able to accept yourself and others, even, you know, and it's like flaws and imperfections, they allow us to be even more beautiful, in my opinion, because it means we've been through things. We have wisdom to share, we have character, we have stories to share with one another. We can, you know, it's like we don't know how strong we are until we actually have to employ our strength, till we actually have to be that mountain of strength. And once we once we embody that and we know it, it's like we can cut ourselves some slack, and others too. So I feel like the universe wants you to know right now, the angels, your guides, your soul, that you are being supported so immensely with whatever it is that you're creating right now in your life, and mainly creating yourself. It's like you're really creating yourself with all of the right tools within you, your wisdom, your know-how, your love, your experience, not being judgmental. Instead, you're really admiring yourself in a new way, which allows you to admire others in a new way. That energy is reciprocal. It goes back and forth. You know, the magician, um, the belt around the magician is the snake, right? The snake that's eating its tail. It's like there's this energy also with the infinity, which is a symbol of mastery, self-mastery, and being able to harness the ideas, the inspiration from spirit, and bring them into physical form. The magician knows that spirit is perfect. However, we're human, and it's a different kind of perfection, right? It's like without a body, there is no manifestation of anything at all. So it's appreciating the body we have. It's appreciating the earth that we have. It's appreciating all of these elements and tools that we have within and without to create a beautiful world. And what really matters the most is how we feel during that process, after that process, what this process is bringing into our life, which is, you know, it is our life. It's the life that we live. So allow yourself to really enjoy dreaming right now. You know, not so much feeling like you have to do this or you have to do that or you have to be a certain way. It's almost like, you know, letting go of all of these have tos, and instead embracing where you are right now, that you already are this beautiful dreamer, this beautiful person who brings dreams into life. And it it's like strength requires us to really embrace love, you know. And when we love others, we love ourselves, you know. It's like there's that phrase I use a lot, embrace, love, or perish. And so if we don't embrace others in love, we also perish. If they don't embrace that, it's like really seeing yourself and other people. How you want to be treated is how you treat yourself and others, you know. So a lot of realizations going on right here, a lot of awareness, and a lot of just affirmation and support that you are making the right choices for yourself, that you are capable of whatever you put your heart and soul into. I am incredibly capable. Whenever I encounter a challenge in my life, I use the experience to learn and grow. Okay, so remember too that you are connected to everyone inside. You know, we are all connected. So if you feel a weakness, if you feel like you're having difficulty with something, tune into it and seek the wisdom, seek the support, seek the validation, you know, and be honest with yourself. If you're feeling weak, say, I'm feeling weak right now, and listen, you know, listen inside to what comes through. If there's positive, supportive reassurance going on within you, then you know you're making the right choices for yourself. You're acknowledging something. It allows you to have deeper understanding of yourself and others, which brings you to a place of more wisdom, peace, tranquility, and your foundation of love becomes so much more solid. And I feel like, you know, being guided to tie up any loose ends from the past, resolve any, it's like bringing closure to anything that you feel you need to bring closure to. Now's a really good time. You're being guided to do that, because that will allow you to just move forward freely, and you won't be feeling any sort of negative vibes or negative thoughts in your mind. You will be at peace and be allowing yourself to receive simply those energies that support you, that affirm you, that validate you, and also you know, help you in a lot of ways by it's like I'm feeling like inspired insight, inspired ideas just coming through spontaneously. So, you know, without having any sort of residue from the past that pops up when you're in that mode of inspired thought, you're just going to receive like this steady stream of inspired thoughts and ideas and feelings. You know, it's your recognition that we're all connected, and you also, through your willingness to you know, embrace imperfection, so to speak, I feel like you then become a very beautiful support to others in your life, even if you're not aware of it. And that in itself just reflects to you more of who you are. You are this beautiful being of pure love, and the more love we give, the more it's reflected back to us in the outer world. So whatever you're doing right now, whatever you're building or creating, you are very supported. And all is going to go very well for you. And this mountain of strength that you are will be reflected to you through other connections that you meet, through all of your projects. Anything that you're doing will be strong, secure, it will be long lasting, something that you and others will enjoy for a very, 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 very long time to come. And before you know it, like I'm seeing like how you may even be like someone in your reality who's maybe, you know, taking the first steps towards really embodying your authenticity. And as you do that, you see your own reflection, others begin to see your reflection, and it inspires them to also, you know, recognize their own strengths and dreams, and breathe life into them. So there's some opportunities around you. You're going to feel them. You know, allow yourself to say yes to whatever opens your heart, moves your heart, expands your heart and soul, and trust yourself and know that you have everything you need within you, and everything you need along the way will be there for you at the right moment, at the right time. Okay, because you are supporting yourself and making right choices for what is right for you. And by doing that, you're also supporting others and making choices that are right for them. So thank you. You are amazing. I'm really grateful for you. And I'm sending you a lot of love and support and belief and strength, and just knowing that you're on the right path. We are all connected. Um, know that you are shined upon, highly favored, very privileged, very beautiful, and very capable of being a very powerful force in this world, because you yourself are a very powerful force. And with great power does come great responsibility. So it is an honor and it is a pleasure to have these awarenesses and recognize this within yourself, and to use that for good, you know, to use that power for good. And I don't even like to say using power, However, it's better than, manipulation, I suppose. I suppose it's all about how you perceive it, projection, perceiving, your own perspective, points of view. And we're all at different stages, journeys, points of our journey. And so it's all about your perception. And I feel like you've had a lot of opportunities in your life that have shown you different points of view. So you're very well rounded, you're very grounded, you have this wholesome feeling to you that we're all different on so many different levels, and yet we're so interconnected, and we share this oneness of spirit. We share this oneness of our humanity, of our heart and soul, and it allows you to interact with others so much more easily than maybe someone else who's just starting on their journey. So I feel like you have a lot of wisdom and love to share, and to just be mindful that others may not be where you are. And by letting go of judgment of yourself, by making amends with the past, you'll be able to be that much more beneficial in your own life and in their life. And that feels so good. And then that, the goodness just keeps coming back and forth. It's that infinity, that reciprocal energy of give and receive, of inhale, exhale. Okay, you're amazing. You're on the right path. Beautiful new opportunities are abounding around you. You're like this bright sun. Okay, so this is amazing. And allow others to be where they are. You may be a bit too bright for them at this time if they're still on their journey of, becoming more self-aware, and just continue to shine the light that you are, and allow others to naturally gravitate towards you, because they see you no matter what you do. And it's really allowing you to just focus on yourself and your dreams and whatever it is that you're creating right now, which I feel is very, very strong. And the most important thing that you need to focus on in this particular moment is remembering how strong you are, and that whatever energy from the past, relationships, situations, anything, it's a really great opportunity for you right now to tie up those loose ends, to bring closure, to bring peace to that, the past, and be able to move forward completely free, knowing how connected you are, and allowing you time to dream and really feel your dreams, and really bring those dreams to life in whatever way that you do. Okay. Knight of Mirrors. I love this so much. So I truly hope this message resonated with you, that it just brought some affirmation and guidance moving forward, to stay strong and embrace the opportunities that are coming your way. And just thank you for being the amazing person that you are. I support you in making all the right choices that are right for you. And I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. Please do subscribe if the messages resonate. And I thank you all so much for being here. I look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you. All my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 2. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what your soul, the universe, wants you to know at this time. For building your dreams, your beautiful, solid foundation. I'm feeling building dreams, hopes. We have loyal heart, number 35. River, movement. Beautiful energy. I'm feeling a lot of emotions. There's a purity of emotions here. Look at this, respect your boundaries. Number 33. A lot of love, a lot of love energy, a lot of pinks, purples, greens. I'm feeling a lot of beauty, strength, loyalty, honoring, respect, of boundaries, of ideas, of dreams, of like authentic human loveness. There's something here about, it's very real, it's very raw, it's very nature, it's just, and it's so beautiful. Like there's such a beautiful mirroring going on here between you and the people in your life. Let's pull all these cards out. We have thunder and lightning power. If I follow my inner wisdom, I am at peace with my own being. I completely trust the intelligence within me to guide me to the right path. The universe supports me in every positive way. If I follow my inner wisdom, I am at peace with my own being. I feel like you're really acknowledging this right now. there's like this feeling where when you're alone with yourself, when you're really following your own inner guidance, you just feel this peace. You feel this knowing that you're fine, everything's well, there's no issues, there's no problems. Um, and I feel like, however, when you tune into others, you may feel that contrast, that like disagreeable energy, or this feeling of like maybe doubting your own wisdom, doubting your own inner voice. So I feel like through this process, whatever you've been going through, you've really learned what it means to um, honor your boundaries, or even what your boundaries are, learning how to respect yourself, learning how to build up your own boundaries around yourself by just respecting yourself. It's almost like you're building your authentic self by learning about who you are, about applying the wisdom to yourself. It's not even so much about building something as it is letting go of everything that is not true to you. It's like this inner and outer um, energetic movement where in our minds we feel like we have to build something up, but the truth and the reality is it's more about letting go and surrendering to the flow of the universe, surrendering to the flow of our spirit, to our heart, allowing our heart to be our compass, allowing ourselves to follow our heart, even if it means wandering somewhere for a while, taking some adventures, being able to travel freely, interact with other people so that you have an idea of who you are. It's almost like if you grow up in a small town or you're only around your family members, you really have no concept of what other people are like in the world. And I'm seeing like someone going out and traveling and like being amazed because there's so many different types of people. And when you meet different types of people who honor love as well and honor dreams, and they pursue their inspirations, they reflect to you this whole new energy, and it gives you it gives you more insight into who you are, and it allows you to actually engage with those aspects of yourself that you may have never been able to had you not interacted with new people, with new experiences. So there's something here about letting go of any barriers or any blocks or any sort of ideas that held you back from exploring who you are in the past. And a part of being able to build something very solid for yourself is first allowing yourself to build yourself up. Get out there, explore, meet new people, try new things. Um, Loyal heart, I'm feeling like it's like this reflection to yourself. It's like we can't expect others to be loyal to us, or our dreams to be loyal to us, if we're not loyal to them or it in the first place. So it's like I feel like you've been learning how to be loyal to yourself, love yourself, be your best friend, confidant. And I almost feel like there's this energy of wanting to get out and explore and meet new people and discover new ideas and see how you feel about everything, see what it brings out in you. If you believe, from the angels, we have the moon, we have the Four of Pentacles, and the Pilgrim, Page of Scrolls. Interesting. It's funny. I was just feeling that energy so strongly, of wanting to get out and travel. This is really interesting that this card came through because the Pilgrim is the Page of Swords, it's the Page of Scrolls, and the Pilgrim doesn't need a lot with himself or herself to go out and travel. Like I'm getting this feeling that they're going out and traveling. There appears to be a llama here, or a camel, something, but just a few things with this person. They've got their lantern, they've got their staff here, and I'm seeing buildings in the background and nature here. So I feel like there's also this feeling of not really having a specific idea of where you want to go or what you have to do or what you want to do. It's more so following your authentic energy, your heart, your soul, and seeing where it leads you. And I feel like that's what you're being guided to do. There may be some issues coming up here around finances, and having the freedom to explore, having the money to go out and explore, However, your soul, spirit's telling you to believe in the possibilities, to believe in the impossible, so to speak. When you follow your inner wisdom, you're at peace. You know that everything will unfold naturally, opportunities will come your way, finances, everything you need to follow your heart's journey is going to be provided for you. And it's about truly believing, truly dropping into that place of surrender and trust within your own being, just like the river here and movement. The river is flowing to the sea, no matter what twists and turns and bends, no matter what environment it's going through. It's nourishing the land as it goes, and it's also always headed towards the sea. It's never staying where it's at. It's always in motion, and it's about enjoying the journey. It's about enjoying the journey while, no matter where you are, no matter what you have, and being really anchored in your own wisdom, in your own heart, and allowing the universe to surprise you, to allow it to be magical and fun and colorful, and see yourself meeting really beautiful people that inspire you. Like, every person you meet is an inspiration. Um, it's interesting here with the Four of Pentacles and death, coming through here. It's like letting go, letting go, even if I'm feeling here like letting go of whatever material objects, possessions, jobs, anything that makes you just feel held in place, stuck in place. Let go of the attachment to those ideas, those things in your life that are holding you back, that make you feel weighted down. Let go, because they're not meant to stay anyways. They're going to be removed either way. And so it's through your saying yes to your heart, saying yes to your dreams, saying yes to building something solid for yourself. And it's somewhat unseen right now. It's definitely coming up and bubbling up from your unconscious, from the parts of you that are truly anchored in adventure and passion and fun and creativity. And learning to respect your boundaries. The beautiful, I'm going to read this card to you, actually. It's calling me to read it to you. Let me find my little book here. It's the number 33. Respect your boundaries. Others will not respect the emotional boundaries that you set within your relationships if you do not respect them yourself. Know yourself, love yourself. If you do not accord yourself with the same care you desire from others, then you will not be shown care. If you do not honor your own truths and dreams, then nobody else will. Honor yourself by treating yourself with the same care and in the same manner that you wish others to treat you. And I feel like that's a big lesson that you're learning right now, especially here with Loyal Heart, letting go to the surrender of love, to the flow of love, learning how to love yourself the way you hope and wish that someone else loves you. And it's so true. If we don't respect our own boundaries, if we don't respect our own dreams, our own self, our own ideas, we cannot expect anyone else to, and no one else will. We have to believe in ourselves. If you believe in yourself, others will believe in you too. And if you think about, like, if you're watching someone and they really believe in themselves and they believe in their dream, it's like we believe them too, right? If you're watching someone and they're like, oh, I don't know about this, I don't know about that. It makes it really, it's like, how can we can say I believe in you all we want, but until they, acknowledge it for themselves, they're the only ones that are going to bring it into fruition or not, right? So this is about believing in yourself. This is about believing in your own gifts and talents and intuition and your own ability to discern what is right for you. The crab is coming out of the water. This crab has a path before him, and there's going to be challenges. There's going to be obstacles. There's also going to be distractions and other beings and other things that say, oh, come over here and, check this out and look at me. And even if they, whatever you're encountering, no matter what everyone else is doing, you're still on your path. It's not going to sway you, off of your path. You're on your path, and it's about taking it slow and steady, one day at a time, learning about yourself, learning about those deep feelings and emotions that are within you, and being able to experience them in real physical life. I feel like you're being guided right now to be adventurous and allow yourself to explore and discover what's out there. Allow yourself to feel what's out there so that you know what's right for you, because your feelings are guiding you always. And the moon card really represents our feelings, and our intuition is connected to our feelings. So You know, the river, the water, it moves towards the ocean. It's being pulled. It's not so much about feelings with the river, but it's about knowing that your emotions are a feeling, and they're always pulling you towards something that's good for you, towards something that brings you to that place of inner peace, or to that place of enjoyment, that place of appreciation and gratitude. So when we're really in tune with our feelings and we allow them to guide us, you know, allow the good feelings to guide us, and you know, there really are no good and bad feelings. It's more so how we project, how we perceive them to be, because a bad feeling can be alerting you to something that's not right for you. And so when you honor that bad feeling, then you allow the good feelings to pour through. You allow yourself to say, okay, that's not right for me. It doesn't feel good. I know that. So you can then not be attached to it. You can let go of that attachment to it and be open to what is good for you, what is right for you. And the thunder and lightning card represents your own personal power. It's always very neutral. Your own personal power is neutral, and your emotions are what give it power. Your emotions are what amplify your power. You know, when you're really excited about something, everything is excited with you. It wants to get on board with you. When you're really upset about something, it can have the opposite effect. So it's about taking stock, taking note of your own emotions, your own power, and being able to focus it in a way that serves you and benefits you. Letting go of things that are holding you down, things that are holding you back, lack consciousness, limiting consciousness, letting go of anything you don't believe in. You know, you can let go of what you don't believe in and instead focus on what you do believe in. Start with what you do believe in. It's like building that foundation, building that dream, building yourself up. It's about starting with, you know, one thing at a time. I believe in this because it feels good. And in that way, we can kind of let go of our beliefs, so to speak, and just believe in ourselves, believe in our love, believe in our hope, believe in our dreams. We don't need to know how it's all going to happen and unfold, or how the pieces will all fit together. We just have to believe. It's like doing a puzzle. You have all the pieces. You know, if you believe you're going to complete that puzzle and put all the pieces together, then it doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter if you can't fit, you know, if you try this piece and they don't fit together. It's like, okay, just put them back here. Try that piece, must go somewhere else. You know, it's like really learning how to tune into your feelings, your emotions, your intuition right now is what you're being guided to do. And I feel like if you allow yourself to embrace your adventurous spirit for a little while, get out there, explore, and just see what's out there, feel. And when you're out there, it's not just about seeing. You know, they say seeing is believing, right? It's like, I feel like it's about feel like everything. Be the observer. Allow yourself to adventure, go out there and observe and feel. Try new things, you know. Be open to seeing how things feel, and that will give you a better idea of, you know, who you are and what you want into life, instead of staying attached and held on to things that, you know, may feel secure, but really is giving you a false sense of security, because anything that's not true to you eventually will fade away. It will never stay with you for the long run. So whatever is feels really good to you is going to be loyal to you. Just like it's easy to be loyal to something that feels good to you, vice versa. It's a very mutual energy, reciprocal. When you respect your boundaries, others will respect your boundaries. This loyal heart energy, loyalty, beautiful love connections, soulmate energies surrounding you, really seeing you, a lot of wisdom, a lot of love, and to trust your soul, because it's always guiding you in the perfect direction that's meant for you. Life is filled with um, so many things, and it's truly all about how we perceive the opportunities coming our way. And I feel like you're in a good place right now to let go of judgments, to let go of ideas and projections that are no longer serving you, and embrace who you really are, moving forward, and allow yourself to be neutral with new ideas, new things. Allow yourself to be neutral, and in that energy of that youthful, adventurous spirit of newness, you know, it's knowing you don't know everything, you know, that allows you to be open and free to everything, and to decide for yourself what's right for you. Okay, when I follow my inner wisdom, I am at peace with my own being. I completely trust the intelligence within me to guide me to the right path. The universe supports me in every positive way. You are pure intelligence in motion. Your soul is intelligent, your heart is intelligent, your mind is intelligent. Your your resourcefulness, your source, your power, it's all intelligent. And your emotions are so intelligent. They tell you exactly what feels good and what doesn't. So by learning about these things about yourself, it will allow you to fully embrace all of the beauty, all of the wonder, all of the things that are, within you. And I feel like even through dark times, you're going to feel that light shining within you, all around you. It's like I feel like here too, it's like if you forget, don't worry. There's going to be so many around you that shine on you, that remind you of who you are. And we may not, it's like, I don't know, I'm seeing so much come through for you, but it's like, if you're feeling scared or afraid, just remind yourself that there's others who recognize that, and they're going to remind you. They're going to reassure you. They're going to remind you of who you are when you forget, just like you would do for those you really love. Okay, you're coming into a time in your life where you're surrounding yourself with people who genuinely, truly love you for who you are. So never worry about forgetting or not knowing something, because if you ever do, they're going to remind you. They're not going to let you fall. They're not going to forget about you. They're not going to leave you behind, and you're not going to do that for them. Okay, I feel like there's this beautiful awareness of your own power, and it's like you're free. You're free to explore, you're free to travel, you're free to journey, you're free to learn about yourself and life. And it's all very natural. Okay, so if you believe, whatever you believe will come true for you. Absolutely. Okay. So believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, believe in your solid foundation of love that you're building, whatever it is you're building in your life, believe in it with all of your heart, with all of your soul, and it will unfold, it will manifest, and it's like it itself, regardless, it's going to be about the way you feel during the whole process of your journey, through the unfoldment, through the building of things. It's the experience that you have in your feelings with others, that allows you to be at peace with yourself and your daily life. Okay, it's like the dreams we're building. These are just catalysts. These are the foundations that allow us to have such an experience of life, of emotions and love and ups and downs, and learn about our strengths and our gifts and our talents and what it is that we truly enjoy. It's that contrast. Experiencing things we don't truly enjoy allows us to have full gratitude when we do find those things that we truly enjoy, and to embrace them. You'll notice the things you really enjoy, that really move your spirit, that bring out the goodness in you. It's very easy to stay connected. It's mutual. It's a mutual loving relationship, but it's built on your own love of yourself first. Okay, so love yourself, be loyal to yourself, really truly embrace respecting your own boundaries right now, and you will begin seeing that reflected in your outer world. Okay, don't be afraid to let go of things that are not meant for you, because they'll never stay anyways. It will never ever feel true if it's not meant for you. And knowing what's right for you is simply a matter of knowing yourself. And when you know yourself, when you know what's right for you, it allows you to be open to infinite possibilities in your life, infinite types of relationships and experiences that allow you to be even richer and wiser, and just more wholesome, more well-rounded, more grounded, more cultured, more everything, more of what you want and less of what you don't. Okay, but it's still accepting you, even if there are things about yourself that you don't particularly view as the best parts of yourself. Those are the parts of yourself that are always learning and growing. So you're always becoming more, right? There's always new things to learn about yourself. There's always new ways to engage with life. And that's what keeps life interesting. It's that solid core foundation inside of you that you want to continue building. The love, the wisdom, learning about yourself, your boundaries. These are universal qualities about yourself that go unchanged, like loyalty, compassion, wisdom. These things within you are unchanged. All they do is continue growing and expanding over time. Okay. So if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your dreams, if you believe in your solid foundation, that's all it takes for you to truly continue building upon what you've started. Okay, so keep going, enjoy the adventures that are ahead. If you're feeling guided or called to get out and do some adventuring, please do. You're very much supported in that, and I feel like there's so many new inspired ideas that come with that are fun and enjoyable for you, that you want to continue incorporating into your life, integrating into your life, and recognize how powerful you are. Thunder and lightning, it's all about how you choose to wield your power, use your power, yield your power. I'm hearing yield or wield. Yield your power. And this is interesting because it's not so much about like being the magician where you're like focused on, projecting a certain energy. It's more so being in that neutral state, being in your authentic energy, and seeing what naturally gravitates towards you, seeing what naturally is attracted to you without you doing anything. Um, just I'm feeling like kind of you're like with these two owls, the king and queen owls, they're naturally, gravitating towards each other. They're naturally looking at each other and they're just being themselves, okay? Like this is really important for you to just be yourself right now. You don't need to like look for anyone or anything in particular, because whatever is seeking you, you are also seeking. I feel like this is a time where you can just be yourself and allow others to be gravitated towards you, to start the conversation, to come up to you and say hello. Allow yourself to naturally move wherever you're being guided and not really think about it so much, okay? Because when you're aligned with your heart, your power can remain neutral and it can only be amplified for the better, okay? It's not going to be harmful or used in any wrong ways. I feel like there's been some self-manipulation going on here, and it's time for you to let go of that. It's time for you to just love yourself completely, be loyal to yourself, love yourself so loyally that no one else can compete, okay? Because life is not a competition. It is not a competition. It is not a race. It's an experience that we're here to live, and it's a journey, and there's so many wonderful things to experience in your true authentic self. Okay, so enjoy every moment. Trust yourself, trust the universe, and trust that you're always being guided. When you follow your inner wisdom, you're at peace. So when you're feeling your peace, you're following your inner wisdom. If you feel disturbed or a disturbance in the field, or you just don't feel that peace, stop and ask yourself, what is it that I'm supposed to learn from this? How do I find my inner wisdom within this feeling? What is happening? Am I respecting my boundaries? Am I being loyal to myself? And whatever you feel, whatever comes up for you, acknowledge it. Even writing some things down, it's helpful if you get out a piece of paper and if you ask yourself questions, just write down the first word that you hear or the little sentence that you hear. It will give you clarification onto what's really happening within yourself, allowing you to let go of whatever is holding you back, whatever is weighing you down. Even just acknowledging, like when you see something and you acknowledge it, it instantly has no power over you. It becomes neutral in itself. It's like you're okay with other people's projections or insights or even your own because you know it's not true, right? It's like it's someone told you, you know, something and you know it's not true. If you believe it's true, it affects you greatly. If you know it's not true and you don't believe it, you're just like, well, that's their belief. It doesn't affect you, right? It doesn't alter your peace. So it's really powerful to know yourself, to believe in yourself and not fool yourself. Be honest with yourself too about whatever feelings and, projections you have towards yourself, and let those go. Love yourself completely. We are all imperfectly perfect and we're all insecure on some level, and it's those that choose to work on their insecurities and become stronger, those that recognize where they're disrespecting themselves and choose to, what can I do to respect myself, what can I do to honor my boundaries? And when you do that, it's felt within the universe, it's felt within other people. When you respect yourself, they're going to respect you. Okay, so it all starts with you, and whatever's coming up from inside your subconscious right now, your unconscious, it's going to shine a light on all sorts of things, and it's about being neutral. It's about continuing to walk your path no matter what's going on around you, no matter who's saying what, because it has nothing, what they're doing, who they are, what they're being has nothing to do with you. It's like these two wolves here and this crab is the crab. No matter what these wolves do or what they say, it's still the crab, and it's about staying focused, okay, on your own path. This moon is shining a light on the path. Even if you don't know where the path is taking you, trust the light, trust the moon, trust the guidance of your inner wisdom, your inner discernment, your intuition. Believe in yourself, believe in the magic of the universe, and through this process, you're just going to become even more beautiful, more wise in who you are and the boundaries you set for yourself, and more understanding of your own power and how you manifest things in this world. It's not just made for manifesting, it's made for experiencing life to the fullest, being able to go on an adventure and, just see what happens. And you don't need a lot, you just need yourself mostly. Okay, always need yourself, believe in yourself, and everything else will come to you naturally. Okay, allow yourself to flow like the river, and be aware and acknowledge your inner wisdom, your inner peace. When you're following that inner wisdom, you're going to feel that inner peace within yourself, so you can gauge where you're at on your journey and what's happening. And so if you ever feel like you're not feeling at peace, you know what to do. You need to go within yourself and look at what's going on, the thoughts that are going on within you, the emotions, whatever it is that you need to acknowledge. And I feel like whatever you need to let go of, it's something very physical in this world. Okay, so it has a very dense energy, and it has a great pull on your heart and spirit. And it's just the idea of letting it go. It's just not being attached, like acknowledging that it's there, but you don't need to hold on to it so tightly. Whatever you need, there's an abundance of energy around you that's always going to support you no matter where you are, okay? This is all about you right now and your own personal journey. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It has to do with you truly feeling that solid foundation within yourself, which is the platform, the springboard, the foundation, right, for everything that you do in the future, everything that you're becoming, everything that you are, all that you're going to experience. When you're right with yourself, when you're solid with yourself, everything will continue unfolding beautifully in your world, okay? So don't be afraid of anything unknown or unseen. Instead, embrace what you do know about yourself, what you do see about yourself. Embrace that loyalty, respect, honor, adventure, freedom, love, believe in yourself, okay? So that is your message, group number 2. I truly hope it resonated and brought some affirmation, guidance, and wisdom to whatever it is you're experiencing right now. And I thank you for being you. You're amazing. You're amazing. It takes a lot to take those first steps into really clearing, the unconscious stuff that's within us and being able to embrace it instead. It's like clearing energy that isn't really truly rooted in who you are. You are not just a physical body. You are not just your physical surroundings. You are a soul, a spirit, a heart. You are an inspiration. You are a friend. You are a partner. You are a confidant. You are a traveler. You are an artist. You are a dreamer. You're a pilgrim. Right? It's like we're pioneers. We're all sorts of things. So embrace what you truly are and allow yourself to discover more of who you are, not of who you are not, okay? I love you all so much. I look forward to the next message that comes through. Please do subscribe if the messages resonate, and I will see you all again very soon for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace. All right, group number 3. Welcome, beautiful heart and souls. Let's see what your soul, what the universe wants you to know right now about what you're building. We have the tribe, number 8. Beautiful. Volcano, volatility. See yourself in nature, number 40. We have Wheel of Fortune, fate. Look at this. Wow. I let go of the past with ease. I trust the process of life. I affirm that I am now willing to release the need for any negative situations and conditions. We have no here from the angels. N-O, no. The 8 of Wands, the Moon, and the 3 of Stones. Okay, so my goodness. There's a lot happening here with you. There's a lot happening. I feel a lot of it right now is very internal. There's a lot happening within yourself right now that maybe not a lot is being reflected in your physical reality or outside of you in terms of, I feel like you're keeping some things to yourself right now. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of fire within you right now. that is it's beginning to bubble out. There's this feeling of freedom. It's almost like um, it's like the birth of new life. Like I'm even seeing like a baby being born, there's like right before the baby's born, there's all this pressure, there's a lot happening, maybe even a risk of danger. And then, here comes the labor, the baby's coming into the world, and there's a lot of energy that goes on within this birth. And I feel like you're in a place right now where you're being guided to um, really see yourself in the bigger picture, really see yourself as this beautiful nature being that you are, that you have this amazing energetic force within you that is ready to be seen in the world. It's ready to be birthed within the world. There's a lot of communication happening here, and I feel like the communication right now is really inspired with you in spirit, with you and the inspired ideas that are really culminating within you. The Three of Stones is, I feel like this card is all about planning. I'm going to look it up. This is from the Chrysalis Tarot. I don't use this deck very often, but I'm going to read the little message that comes with it so that I can be more clear on what I'm picking up on here. Give me just a second, because I feel like there's a lot going on in the unseen. You're feeling a lot. You're feeling a lot of internal movement. And so it's like, where's this movement going? where is this happening? And I feel like you are a part of this greater tribe that's very strong, very resilient, and very unique. You're not like a lot of others. So I feel like you have a specific tribe that's very supportive, and you are like this big supportive force to your tribe as well, even if you may not be aware of it. Through your own internal dialogue and getting to know yourself and being very connected to who you are, you may not realize how empowering you are to other people or how inspiring your energy is. So you may be going about your day doing what you do, and someone may be feeling extra inspired that day, and it's because you're feeling inspired, and you may not be aware of that. I feel like you're becoming more aware of like when you're in your energy. Like I'm seeing like you like feeling inspired throughout the day, and then like getting a call later on from a friend, and they're like, wow, I felt so inspired today, and they're telling you about what's been happening, and you're like, wow, I was feeling that way too. And maybe both of you not realizing that it's like you're picking up on each other's energy. Just like we pick up on bad vibes, we also pick up on very good vibes. It's just usually unconscious, we don't know. Sometimes we don't recognize. Most times we do. However, I feel like there's a lot more going on than you actually realize, and you're becoming aware of it in a very powerful way. And I feel like this is really allowing you to let go of the past with ease. Like you're seeing how we're also connected and teaching each other, and you're recognizing that you can easily let go of things maybe that you were holding on to in the past by simply transforming them, right? With your fire and your passion and your inspiration. It's like this transformation that's occurring, okay? Especially here with the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel's really turning in your favor because you're embracing inspiration. You're embracing this communication that's very inspired, and how you speak to yourself is how you speak to others. How you speak to yourself determines how you feel. It's what allows you to build upon yourself, build upon your true authentic essence, your soul, your spirit, and keep it going. Again, it's this reciprocal energy that's back and forth. It seems to be a common theme in this pick a card message. So let me read the Three of Stones to you really quick. The keyword is planning. And it says the Three of Stones card signifies a culmination of your efforts. Your planning, hard work, and dedication have paid off, but the journey continues. What hidden surprises await you as the triathlon chamber beckons you hither? The triquetras on the upright stones symbolize protection. The comforting campfire invites you to approach the tree of life's hidden realm. The owls are named strength, growth, and interconnectedness. This card affirms that you've hit on the right plan and should carry forward. Okay, so this is really beautiful. I'm feeling a lot of wisdom. I love that. Growth, strength, and interconnectedness. I love this is the so this must be the tree of life that these stones are underneath. You know, it's like it's this, I don't know, strong foundation of wisdom, of warmth, of fire. Again, we have the fire here, passion, inspiration. And with the volcano volatility card, this is signifying that you have a lot of passion within you to create new life, create new ideas and inspirations, and to be very mindful as you're creating, because that fire, that passion can backfire if we allow any sort of negative thoughts or dialogue to grow, right? So um, we want to be aware of that and just stay focused on the positivity, on the growth, on the nurturing of spirit, on the nurturing of ideas and dreams, on the nurturing of building whatever it is. And the angels are here saying no. So there's something maybe that you've been grappling with or going back and forth with. Are you, you know, maybe it's something that you're just not sure of. If you're not sure, it's a no. Right now, at least it's a no. You know, so it's like, I feel like whatever that is, just kind of let it go and allow it to be whatever it is, and stay focused on what you're creating, because I feel like whatever this is that you're maybe feeling like you should say yes to, I'm feeling like this is even like just no, just the angels are saying no, let it go, because if you keep focusing on it, it has the potential to create a volatile environment where it can create explosions or, you know, moments or fits of anger, and that's not going to serve you moving forward in the way that you want it to. It will require, I mean, it always serves us, right? There's lessons that we can learn from everything, or should learn from everything. However, I feel like this is something you don't need to relearn. You're already very aware, you already know. And what you are being shown, what is unknown to you, is a part of your journey. You know, here with the moon, there's a lot to be discovered. There's a lot to be felt, and your intuition is really guiding you to stay focused on who you are on your path, on discovering yourself, discovering your unique nature, your human nature, who you are inside, you know, your connectedness to the earth, to this place, to your experiences. um, you you are a spirit, you are a soul, and you're also a body, and you're also a part of this world. You're a part of a tribe, you're a part of nature. You know, seeing yourself in nature, seeing yourself as this beautiful natural being who's interconnected with everything, and allowing yourself to receive the gifts of the environment, of spirit, of nature, of the earth, you know, of man, of woman, of child, of animals. um, I let go of the past with ease and trust the process of life. I affirm that I am now willing to release the need for any negative situations and conditions. Okay. So, whatever negative situations or conditions that you feel like maybe, I want to say, obligated to or a part of, it's now okay for you to let those go, because no matter what you do, it's not about feeling obligated, it's about feeling inspired, you know, and it's about being that inspiration. It's about tuning into that inspired dialogue within yourself and allowing that to ripple out, allowing that to be the energy that you're choosing to admit for yourself. The volcano has lava coming out of it, and we can see it as something fearful or bad, or we can see it as new life being formed, new earth being formed, you know, new land being formed that's going to be very fertile and rich and full of nutrients for new growth. Okay, so whatever you're going through, it's allowing you to create a very stable foundation that's very, very fertile with nutrients and inspiration and stability. The Wheel of Fortune card here, the Fate card, the Fate, you know, it's like it all lies within your own hands, your own heart, your own soul. Um, being guided to take a look at it as well and see what the Oracle's message is. The Wheel of Fortune can raise you high or bring you low. You may feel like the luckiest person alive when all is going your way, but when a blow strikes, it can feel like the end of the world. Now, Le Roi de Fortune asks you to be completely indifferent to both victory and defeat. If you live by this rule of acceptance, you will master the teachings of fate, who can be both an unjust and cruel goddess, as well as a fair and generous one. Get your reactions in check and realize that the wheel has spun you into lessons designed for your learning, understanding, and spiritual growth. When you envy someone else who rides high, know everything can change with a spin of the wheel that propels you to the same dizzying heights. The wheel hath turned, my fate is sealed. It's plain to see, or 'tis concealed. I must embrace the lesson won. My fortune's bright, my fear undone. So it speaks about emotions such as jealousy and envy and how they're not really serving anyone. Um, because all of our, we all have a turn. All of our turns will come as long as we remain positive and inspirational, that we choose to learn from everything that we encounter in our lives, that we don't turn it into such a negative thing that it actually stunts our growth or stops us from seeing the opportunities that are just ahead for us. And that's what I feel this volcano volatility card is here for. If you've struggled with issues in the past with anger, jealousy, resentment, bitterness, this is a time where you're able to easily let those things go. You're easily able to let go of those attachments, relationships, people, whatever it is. Because I feel like you're someone who enjoys being a part of a tribe. Maybe the tribe that you had surrounded yourself with in the past is not growing at the same capacity as you are. However, we're all on this wheel of fortune, right? We're all on this wheel of life. And, me personally, I've experienced many parts of the wheel, the up, the down, the good, the bad, the left, the right, all of it. And every position has taught me something about myself. And, the main factor, the key ingredient in all of it is love, is choosing to embrace love, choosing to learn from every experience, every opportunity, and not allow myself to become angry and bitter and go down that negative path that leads to a dead end, right? We don't want to do that. So it's not so much about focusing on other people as much as it is about focusing on ourselves and recognizing who we really are, and being that source of inspiration, being that source of love and fire and passion for ourselves first and foremost. Because when we do that, then we naturally emit that frequency, that vibration to everyone around us. And the tribe is it contains all people within the tribe, and every person affects the other. We all contribute to the tribe in our own way. So it's about seeing yourself as a contribution. How am I contributing to my tribe? How am I, what kind of tribe member am I? Am I, and it's not just about being creative and artistic and, or being the whatever label we want to see ourselves as. It's also about who we are as a person. Are we communicating? Are we forgiving? Are we loving? Are we understanding? Are we capable of being able to be happy for others even when things aren't going as well for ourselves? Because if things aren't going well for us and we're still able to be happy for others, that energy is going to come back to you tenfold. And just remember that it's a part of the human experience to go through these things. And saying no to someone or saying no to something isn't being negative. Saying no to something is honoring your own energy, honoring who you are, so that you can continue being the inspiration that you are. Whatever we have to say no to, if it's meant to be with us, it will in the future. It gives that no an opportunity to transform and grow. It's like we don't want to become enablers of the behaviors and the things in life that don't suit us. We want to be empowerers. We want to enable the good, the quality, the commitments and the love and the communication and embracing the unknown gifts and talents. We want to enable, the perfection of our imperfections, so to speak. We are nature. We are more than just soul. We are also human, and we're connected to all things in life. So I feel like you're really truly receiving this deeper sense of connection to who you are and what you contribute to this world, and being really confident in that, confident in what confident in your ability. I feel like you're a very good communicator. Maybe what you're discovering right now is difficult to communicate to others. So it's okay to, keep it within yourself right now, or to just allow yourself to only share it with a few people, or maybe even, it could be something very spiritual that people who aren't necessarily familiar with spirituality would understand. So maybe you're only sharing it with certain people where you feel they understand. Which allows you to affirm yourself and validate yourself, and that's beautiful. And whatever you need to say no to right now, that's you honoring yourself, you respecting yourself. I'm being guided to just read again for you this card here with see yourself in nature. Number 40, you are born of man and woman, but humanity is born of the natural world. Now it is time to reconnect. Look out into the natural world, explore your world, and you will see who you are. Peel away all judgment and dogma born of man, and see your truest nature mirrored in the beautiful world around you. See that your emotions are like the weather, and that your senses reach into the sky and earth like the branches and roots of the tree. See yourself in nature and nature within yourself. Nature is our greatest teacher. Nature truly teaches us so much about ourselves. And being able to see the nature within everything truly allows us to see the nature within ourselves. We are human, we are not robots. We're not like just these objects. We are so much deeper. We are so deep, like the moon. Our emotions are deep. Everything is deep and yet ever changing. And so I feel like this stage in your life, wherever you are, being able to let go of the past and really planning, for your future, planning whatever it is that you are right now, staying focused on communicating your inspiration, communicating effectively, not being afraid to communicate. Um, Whatever it is that you're discovering, finding your tribe. And as you communicate, I feel like your tribe, it's like you find your tribe, your tribe expands. Maybe you even become aware of what kind of tribe you belong to, and that in itself calms the volatility energy within yourself. If we're if we're speaking to people and they're always telling us no, 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 right? It can create this energy of volatility. We get frustrated. So it's not stopping the communication, but continue to communicate with those who receive that communication, who understand that communication. And that in itself is, setting your wheels in motion for your fate, to unfold. And I don't even necessarily agree with fate as much as I do destiny. That we create our own destiny through embracing love and embracing our true authentic essence and learning and discovering who we are and being open about it and not feeling attached necessarily to everything, because it's like we discover how connected we already are with everyone and everything, and we all do belong here. We all have a part to play. We all have similar ideas of what comfort is, of what building a foundation is, and at the same time it can look so different depending on who you are. You have to do what's right for yourself always. You have to follow your heart and soul. So taking some time right now maybe to plan out your future, maybe writing down ideas of things you want to discover, things you want to experience, writing down what's coming through for you right now from your unconscious realm, your subconscious. I feel like you have some gifts and talents that are being discovered right now that you're really embracing, and you feel like they've been with you for a very long time. And I feel this little bit of energy of unsureness, like if I say no to this, what does that mean? And maybe for the first time you're learning how to say no instead of yes, right? Because you already know what you want to say yes to. So maybe it's about learning how to say no to some things, and maybe not even sealing your fate, maybe instead opening up to your destiny, which is always fortunate. Maybe it's time for you to get off the wheel of karma and embrace your dharma, and really just say yes to your life. Say yes to what inspires you. Say yes to whomever you enjoy talking to that feels inspired, that feels open, that feels like can bring new life into your reality, that you can create new life together. And it may not look the way that you imagined it in your mind, but it's all about how you feel. Does it bring out your feelings? Does it bring out your passion? Is it easy for you to just talk with this person or this tribe about these ideas? Does it just come out of you naturally? Because the more you're able to express, the more you're going to understand what you're discovering, the more you're going to be able to share what you're discovering. And when you're excited about it and they're excited about it, it's all very easy to let go of the past and really embrace the future that you're moving into, trusting the process of life. And it also affirms, I affirm that I am now willing to release the need for any negative situation and conditions. It's that addiction to toxic situations that we all experience. And so yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like you don't need to be on this wheel anymore. It's like getting off the hamster wheel and allowing yourself to be free, sovereign, and embrace who you are. Allow yourself to find your tribe naturally. Keep communicating, expressing yourself, your inspirations, and saying no to what no longer serves you, or what is not right for you with ease. You know, it's not personal. It's not out of meanness or hate or anger. It's because it's truly not right for you. And that allows you to continue just communicating what it is that you already are into and discovering more that you're into. Okay. So I'm just feeling this beautiful energy of the tribe surrounding you. And the tribe is like those that are like minded, those that are resonating with your soul frequency, your heart frequency. And when you're, when you're in that authentic self, truly, and embracing it, it's like you're going to feel that insight. Those inner knowings come through more easily. You're going to feel that reassurance and supportive energy that you're doing the right thing for yourself. And as you're talking about what you love, you're going to feel that fire within yourself, that passion, that burning passion to live your life and, dream and try new things. And you're not alone. And I feel people with you on your journey that are just as excited as you are. And it's like, finally, we can talk about things together. And it's really great. Okay. So take some time to plan right now. I feel like, the tree of life, the fire here, the owls, the wisdom, growth, strength, and interconnectedness. How beautiful is that? They're like with you. Everyone's sitting around chatting about, and it's even telling stories of, your past, things you've learned about your past, things you've learned about going through difficult times that you can talk about easily with those of like mind that are in your tribe. Because the ones that you have to say no to right now, or the situations you have to say no to right now, you're not able to have those talks and dialogues that really inspire your heart and soul. And so, it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. It's that time. And no matter what, you are a part of this world. You're a beautiful, beautiful part of nature. It allows you to be your true self and be that true natural aspect that you are, which is what the universe wants and what your soul wants. Okay, your body is connected to the earth, and when you embrace your soul, what's really true for you, it's like you can feel the connection with the earth around you. It's supporting you, the air, the fire, the earth, the water, the ether, all of it. Okay, you're going to notice it and feel it in such a beautiful way that you've never felt before. It's quite magical. Okay. So group number 3, this is your message. I truly hope it resonated and just brought some validation, affirmation to what you're experiencing and feeling, and advice and wisdom moving forward. I truly thank you for being you. And if the messages resonate, please do subscribe. I'm so grateful for all of you. And I look forward each and every time to the next message that comes through. So until then, keep taking good care of yourself, keep communicating, and sharing that beautiful, inspired heart of yours. I'm very grateful to be connected to you. And I'm sending you all my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 4. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what your soul, the universe, wants you to know at this time about what you're building. We have serendipity, number 18. Oh, I love this. Serendipity. Beautiful. Dragonfly emergence. Ooh, whatever you're doing right now is beautiful. It's beautiful. I feel like this quick, inspired energy, very spontaneous, very serendipitous. I love it. The dragonfly talks about a quick spiritual awakening or emergence. So it's like as we're going through discovering ourselves, it's like a beautiful epiphany that just comes like a flash of lightning, very quick, very transformative. And yet it's something that you've known all along. And it's like there's some really great energy around you, good, fortunate energy, beautiful synchronicities, magical things that are happening. Okay. Surrender to the flow, number 44. Tea leaves, foresight. I am good enough. There is no need to struggle to be better. All I need to do is love myself more today than yesterday and treat myself as someone who is deeply loved. Oh, I love this. We have romance here from the angels. The Hierophant. Oh boy, the World. And the 9 of Spirals. Ooh, I'm feeling, wow. I mean, what I'm feeling is there could be someone you're meeting that you just feel like, I mean, it's totally spontaneous, totally random, was not expecting it. And I'm almost getting this feeling of like, wow, they just like, they expand my world. They complete my world in a way I never even knew I needed. you know, there's some sort of commitment here that you feel immediately, like a soulmate, a soul connection, someone you're meeting. And if it's not someone, it's something like an idea, an inspiration, a dream. It's a connection of some sort that when it happens, I mean, it's just like poof, it's quick, it's beautiful, it's magical. There's only these like amazing positive feelings that come with it. And I feel like the only thing that comes up is maybe some insecurity, maybe a little bit of, you know, am I really, am I really good enough for this? Is this really good enough for me? Those natural, you know, naysaying thoughts that come into our mind that create doubt. Like I'm feeling a little bit of that, but I feel like your soul, your spirit is just reminding you in this message that there's no need to struggle to be better. Like you're perfect just as you are. And when you meet this person or this experience, whatever this is, it's like it won't even matter if you have insecurities because it's already going, like they or it. And it depends on, you know, however this resonates for you, but they or it will affirm you no matter what, like no matter what you do. And that in itself, it's like affirmation that this is all really great. You can be yourself. You don't have to worry about making mistakes or not being perfect. Like you're going to be loved no matter what. And you are going to be feeling this like sense of reflection on your own inner work, like how much you do deeply love yourself. Like I feel like you love yourself. You've done a lot of work to really go within yourself, appreciate yourself, and I feel like you're going to be seen for that and appreciated and loved deeply in a way that you've never have before. And it's like with the tea leaves foresight, you knew this was coming. You knew this was coming because obviously you would, you know, why do all this inner work, right? But it's like I feel like there isn't like your soul isn't going to give away all the stuff that's coming up for you. Like it's not going to give away all the plans or ideas, all this serendipity. You know, it's magical. What's going to happen around you feels magical, and it's because it is. It's very soul guided. I feel a commitment here. I feel like a completion and a new beginning, something very solid. I feel like this is like a part of your reality, a part of your world that's going to continue expanding beyond anything you've ever imagined before. You're going to feel it so strongly. It's very romantic energy, very naturally drawn to one another, very naturally guided. Like you just feel the magic around it. And I feel like, you know, even with the tea leaves foresight, you have the wisdom, you have the knowing, you've been through so much, you know what the signs are to look for. However, it's like you're not going to need to look for them. They're just going to happen more spontaneously. And you're like, oh, wow, this is amazing, you know? And it's far better than you could have ever imagined it was in your mind, okay? So surrender to the flow. Wherever the flow is taking you, like being in the flow, being in your own flow, the zone, when you're in your flow, when you surrender to that flow, the magic just happens automatically around you where you feel like you don't have to do anything. There's no real effort or efforting involved. It's more so you're in the flow, you're doing your thing, you're loving yourself, and wow, there it is. It's like you're meeting someone. You're meeting someone or something that brings out those romantic feels in you that you haven't had for a long time, those romantic feelings. And it's not illusion. It's very much real because it's rooted in your feelings. It's rooted in your desire to emerge from your transformation, going through a transformation, which I feel you've been going through. And it affirms you in such a real way that the realest way is the most magical. Like there's no words. Nobody could ever prepare you for the serendipity of the universe, for the magic of the universe. It's something that we experience and we know it's true, we know it's real, and it continues guiding us. You're experiencing what it really feels like, maybe for the first time in a very long time, or if ever, okay, depending on who you are. This tarot deck is from the Chrysalis tarot deck, and this is the 9 of Spirals, or the 9 of Wands, I believe. I'm going to look it up and see what it says. It's been a long time since I have tuned into this deck. Okay, so the 9 of Spirals, I believe it's the fire. Yep, it's the Wands, which represent the passion and personal growth of your journey, okay? So the 9 of Spirals says, the key word here is perseverance. The ancient windblower, Aeolus, captain of the 4 winds, sends gently spiraling winds in your direction when the 9 of spirals unfurls. The circling ravens symbolize the cardinal winds, north, south, east, and west, which represent energies of change. Wind is the great cosmic organizer. The 9 of spirals is about holding fast to your course and shaping creative solutions when ill winds blow. Like all tarot cards numbered 9, this card signals completion of your efforts and success. Okay. So how beautiful, especially with the world here, completion. There's a great completion happening here and a new beginning. And I feel like the Hierophant here representing commitment and responsibility and ownership and really being dedicated to your path, really being dedicated to who you are, your growth, your success in life. It's really being acknowledged here. And this is absolutely right for you. It's almost where things just begin happening for you that you've already put your intentions into. You've been manifesting, you've been focused on, clearing out whatever energies were needing transformation. And I feel like there is a big difference here when we say clearing and transforming energies. I feel like there's a recognition here of, it's not so much about clearing the energy as it is transforming the energy, right where you are. And because you've chosen to do that, because you choose to see it that way, you notice how the world begins transforming around you in so many ways, where it's not like you're out there making effort to make it happen. The effort that you've put in is within yourself, and now you're seeing the results outside of you. Your transformed energy affects everything, right? So it's like when I clear my space, when I'm doing a reading, just clearing the space in terms of my own mental realm, my own clear connection to source and the collective consciousness, that is the effort that I'm putting in, and then the energy transforms itself, right? It's very much seeing your own power and how when you choose love, when you choose to honor your authentic self, the universe responds in such beautiful ways. The relationships, the ideas, the inspiration. But this is about you being recognized in a way that maybe you have never really experienced before, and building upon that. This is something that you can take with you forever. This is a very positive outlook for you in your whole life moving forward. It's like the foundation of everything you do when you're approaching spirituality or transformation or learning about, things in the world. It's like I'm feeling the world here, and it's like no matter what you encounter in the world, stay committed. Keep that honor and that commitment to yourself, to who you really are, because, with the winds of change here, things change based upon your own energy. So I'm feeling like even like no matter where you are, your energy, sometimes things may shift in a way that feels chaotic for others, yet in your heart that it's bringing balance to a situation. That sometimes things need to be, jostled up a little bit for the energy to clear, and it's not necessarily clearing it as much as it's transforming it. Like I'm even seeing the wind blowing through, like I'm being shown trees. And a lot of trees in the forest, they benefit when the wind blows really hard once in a while, because it allows the leaves and all the dead matter in the trees to loosen up and fall. It allows the weak limbs to fall off the tree, and it creates all that compost on the ground. Like it's not about it being damaging or anything like that. It's about allowing the new growth to continue growing in a healthy way. So there's something here about approaching transformation in a very natural way, and just surrendering to the flow, surrendering to your life in a way that is very serendipitous, very spontaneous. It's not like necessarily your intention as you're walking through to, clear things or do things. It's just when you are approached with something or you witness something, you automatically know what to do inside yourself. And that is really beautiful. Okay. And I feel like the universe wants you to know that there's no need for you to ever struggle anymore. Like no matter where you are, no matter what situation you find yourself in, you know how to respond to it in a way that benefits not just yourself, but everyone involved. And because of that acknowledgement and that awareness, you are you are attracting some really beautiful energy into your life, and there's something here about a romance. And I have to say, it's, for some of you, it is a person, a soulmate that you're going to meet, and no matter what, doubts or anything that comes to your mind, it's all going to be, it's like it won't matter, because the love will keep being affirmed, the romance will keep being affirmed, the respect, the honor, the joy, the expansion will keep being affirmed no matter what. Like, there's not going to be a struggle. Even if you feel doubts, like, you won't struggle with it. You'll be able to speak your truth, your feelings openly and honestly, and they'll be it's like they'll be grateful. They'll be grateful, and there'll be growth and expansion because of it. If this is like a work situation or an opportunity in business, it's the same thing. Like, whatever doubts or insecurities you have, like maybe you don't feel prepared for something, or like you have all the expertise. It's like, as soon as you get started, even if it feels a little whatever, you're going to be reassured, you're going to be affirmed that you're doing a great job, to keep going, and it's just going to be so easy in that way. It won't feel like an effort or a struggle. It'll be embraced. Whatever you feel you're struggling with or having difficulty with, if you express it, it's received in love, it's received in honoring, and that in itself just allows the energy to keep flowing. You're able to keep going. So know that you are good enough no matter what. And I'm sure that that's not even going to be an issue for you anymore. I honestly feel like, with your positive mindset, with everything that you've been through, it's like this goodness is really coming into your life, this romantic energy, this beautiful, flourishing, nurturing energy that's always creating moments of spontaneity, always creating moments of magic, and just like things you never even imagined before. And I feel like this dragonfly emergence card is representing a very quick transformation. Like, just you have an epiphany, and it just opens up your eyes even bigger to the magic. It's like there's the fear is like being dissolved every day, whatever it was. And I just feel like there's this beautiful completion, closure, and also expansion, connectedness to the whole world around you in the most beautiful ways. And the solid foundation that's within yourself is truly what you're building, and it's so beautiful. It's just going to keep expanding in whatever way or capacity that's right for you. And I feel like ultimately this is for you feeling yourself deeply loved by another, maybe for the first time ever, feeling yourself loved deeply for who you are. And if this is romantic, you know what I'm speaking to. If this is a job or whatever, it's like feeling that true appreciation for your skills, your gifts, your talents. For the first time, like really feeling this true knowing that you are accepted, loved deeply for who you are. And it's all because you chose to love yourself deeply, accept yourself, all of your flaws, all of your strengths, all of your everything, because you're absolutely amazing. And I can feel you're a beautiful inspiration to the world. You're also someone who creates a lot of change. So it's like understanding that and being aware of that you are a change maker, that you do create a lot of change, and being okay with it, and knowing whatever changes they are, they're all for the best, and that it's all going to be okay. Everyone's supported in the process and learning what they need to. So stay true to your spiritual path, your commitments to yourself, your integrity, your honor, your truth, your communication, your loyalty, your daily practices every day. Taking time to tune into yourself, because sometimes when things are going really well, sometimes we can get a little lackadaisy about it. However, I feel like for you it's very natural at this point, and how important it is to honor that commitment to yourself, to honor that your commitment to your daily practice, to your spiritual self, to your own personal growth, because we never really reach a place, right? Where it's every day is a journey, it's a discovery, and it's all about staying true and honest to those things that allow us to continue expanding and growing. So the most important thing is to honor that commitment to yourself. And I feel like you're going to be making a commitment to either another person or a situation, like a job or an opportunity, that it's like it's so you and it's so them that the possibilities are endless. Okay. So keep going. Whatever you're doing is absolutely beautiful. Surrender to the flow. Surrender to whatever is happening. I'm being guided to just read, to see what this foresight card says really quick here for you. Little message in here. The tea leaves card brings you reminders of the old ways of soothsayers who, in a time imbued with magic and mystery, could capture a glimpse of the future in shapes that formed in one's cup. 'Tis the gypsy way. Now it is time for you to open your eyes and heart and explore your ancient bloodlines. Whether or not you have Romani blood, acknowledge the sacred work of your ancestors who will assist you from the spirit realm. Using foresight and inner knowing, you will be able to read the clarity of the message and shapes of what's to come. The truths presented to me in the tea, the old ways now help me to finally see. With eyes wide open, now I begin to understand. Resolved and healed, my time to rise is at hand. Okay, so it speaks to it being a time to heal any unresolved issues in your relationships, investigate your bloodline. You've inherited your psychic gifts from an ancestor. Remember magical tales of yesteryear from your childhood. Always look for the bigger picture. Step into the future with eyes open. Relax and have a cuppa. Okay, so whatever your cup of tea or cup of coffee is, it's truly whatever is authentic for you. And I feel like there's a lot of wisdom, a lot of ancient magic within your family, your lineage that you're really feeling. And when you tune into that, you can feel the wisdom that they have to offer from the past. You intuitively gain insight into your own gifts and your own abilities. And I feel like that's really serving you. And possibly you're going to be learning a lot more about it here in the future. And you're going to know that it's something that resonates with you naturally because it's so serendipitous. It's so surrendering to the flow. Like you just feel yourself. It's that feeling of home where you can't fake that feeling of home, that feeling of family, that feeling of who you really are inside, that whatever gifts and talents that you have that are true to you, you can't fake that. When they're true to you, you feel it on such a deep level. And there may be some stories from your ancestors' lineage, from your own past family stories in some way that it's like seeing yourself as a part of this story, as a part of the tapestry that's woven, through the ages of time, and to see yourself as this really beautiful being, as a part of the greats. You're one of the greats. You're one of the people who chose to love yourself deeply and become one of those deeply loved people. And that's really, really beautiful. I feel like that's what we're all guided to do on some level. That's the whole point of the journey, is to experience love and to love others, and from that energy we create pure magic. And I'm talking about magic like the feelings, right? Joy, abundance, freedom, success, opportunities, interaction with each other, and building a world that we all truly enjoy. So my goodness, group number 4, there's so much goodness coming for you, around you, surrounding you right now. And it's not going to stop ever. I mean, you are truly in your authentic energy. It's very beautiful, and there's no need for you to struggle at all to become better or to be better. All you need to do is love yourself more today than yesterday, and treat yourself as someone who is deeply loved, because you are. Okay, I love you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful we're all connected here. And I truly hope this message resonated and just brought you affirmation, wisdom, guidance moving forward. And I support you from afar. I truly am grateful to know you and be connected to you. And I look forward to the next message that comes through. So until the next time, take good care of yourself as always. And I will see you all again very, very soon for the next pick a card. Sending all my infinite love as always. Peace.